is one of those species of parrot that's not considered threatened or endangered. There's lots of blue and gold macaws left in the wild. Dingbat is not a blue and gold macaw. And you're looking at him thinking, well, he looks like a blue and gold macaw. Look at it carefully, you'll see there are some differences. The first thing you're going to notice is that Dingbat is a little smaller, a little different color, blue, more of a teal. Right? Dingbat doesn't have the green on his forehead like Dagger does. And Dingbat has more lines on his face. Look like little mascara lines. They're actually tiny little feathers. He also has the blue underneath his chin, thus the name blue-throat macaw. The blue-throat macaw is from Bolivia. There's about 400 of them left in the wild. They're the most endangered species of macaw remaining in the wild. That means that there's more blue-throat macaws in people's homes in the state of California as pets than there are in the wild right now. Now, some people get all grumpy about that. Me, I'm quite okay with it, because if we didn't have a good reserve population like that in the wild, if we were to lose the last 400 out of Bolivia, they'd be gone. As long as we have a good reserve population like that, we can breed some of those birds. I can take the babies and prepare them and have them be wild animals and repopulate Bolivia that way. Without that reserve population, that doesn't work. The blue-throat macaw is not the most endangered species of macaw. That's the spix macaw, which is only 74 left in the world and none left in the wild in Brazil where they come from. If people were not breeding them, they would be extinct. Anyway, you want to see them do their thing?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Well, you saw him fly earlier. Lazy bird. All right, how about a Dagger? There goes Dagger. Dagger's taking the scenic route.
Whoa, here he comes.
All right, good bird, Dagger. Off you go, off you go. All right, here we have Thor. Thor is a scarlet macaw from Central America. Cool thing about scarlet macaws, they were kept in the United States as pets 1,000 years ago. Now think about that. We didn't have cars 1,000 years ago, right? Didn't have horses. The Spaniards hadn't brought horses here yet. So if you wanted a scarlet macaw, you had to hike 650 miles south of Arizona. Go get the bird. Then you had to hike 650 miles back with the bird and the supplies to feed him. You had to want a scarlet macaw pretty darn bad, didn't you? Well, the Native American people, the Puebloan people, actually considered scarlets sacred. They valued the feathers, but they also valued the animals enough to go get them. And they actually kept them in the United States and bred them. They were breeding them at this location right here about 800 years ago. This is Paquime, Casas Grande, Mexico, just south of Arizona. And then they were also breeding them 900 years ago in Chaco Canyon, northeast New Mexico. They very much valued scarlet macaws apparently, all right? All right, you want to see Thor do his thing? There we go. Thor's taking the scenic route also. The bird. Hey, Dagger. Can we do it together? Guess not. Yeah, he faked you out, didn't he, Thor? Come on, Thor.